Today's program is brought to you by OTCStockShark.com. For the latest and greatest OTC and Pink Sheets information, sign up for your account at OTCStockShark.com. Thank you for tuning in to TBC Today. I'm Brandon Vincent.
And I'm Angelina Soriano.
In today's financial news, a rebound in energy stocks helped blue chips with a small gain as BP suspended its dividend and announced a $20 billion fund to compensate victims of the Gulf oil spill. The Dow Jones Industrial Average posted a second increase this week, ending 4.69 points higher at 10,409. Led by industrial components, Caterpillar up 1.5% and 3M, which was up 1.4%. The S&P 500 slipped 0.1%, led by declines in its consumer categories, but utilities and technology posted modest gains, helping to limit the index's losses. BP's American Depository shares came back from a morning loss of more than 4% to close with a gain of 1.4%, as some of the uncertainty surrounding the stock was relieved. The moves also raised hopes that the risks to the broader oil industry from the spill in the Gulf of Mexico are subsiding. The S&P's energy sector ended almost flat after falling early in the day. Sunoco rose 6.3%, while Halliburton climbed 3.1%, and Diamond Offshore Drilling gained 0.5%. In today's U.S. news, a Seattle, Washington police officer who was caught on video punching an alleged jaywalker did nothing wrong, the Seattle Police Officers Guild said. According to a police statement, Walsh was on patrol and in uniform when he stopped a young man for jaywalking. While interacting with the man, Walsh observed 4 women jaywalking at the same location and ordered them to step over to his cruiser. The department described the woman as being verbally antagonistic toward the officer. One of the women began to walk away and appeared to raise her hand in a dismissive gesture after being ordered to step over to the car. Walsh escorted the woman back to the cruiser, but she then started to yell at him and pull away, breaking free of the officer's grip several times. When the officer tried to handcuff the woman, another woman placed her hands on the officer. The officer pushed the second subject back, but she again came at the officer, at which time he punched her. The 19-year-old woman who allegedly grabbed Walsh's arm was booked for investigation of assault on an officer. The other woman, who police said was 17, was booked for obstructing an officer. Both suspects were also cited for jaywalking. In today's entertainment news, maybe the second time's a charm. Megan Fox and on-again boyfriend Brian Green are engaged to be married once more. Yes, she is engaged, said a representative for the actress, whose action film Jonah Hex opens Friday. Fox, who is 24, and Green, who is 36, met in 2004, initially got engaged in November of 2006, only to call it off in February of 2009. At the time, a source said the decision was mutual. Despite their split, the two were regularly spotted together, and now they are prepared to walk down the aisle again. In 2009, before they called off their first engagement, Green told People about his ideal wedding. The ceremony would be small. Originally, they were talking about elopement, and now they might have a few guests there. In today's health news, it's time for the U.S. Department of Agriculture and Health and Human Services to review the report of the Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee on the Dietary Guidelines for Americans. This precursor, prepared by 13 independent experts in the field of nutrition and health from universities throughout the nation, reflects the most current, comprehensive, evidence-based nutritional science and will be the basis for the 2010 Dietary Guidelines for Americans. This report, along with feedback from the medical and nutritional communities, as well as John Q. Public, will be chewed on, debated, edited, and reformulated into a final policy document to be released at the end of the year. First published in 1980, the dietary guidelines are mandated by Congress to be reviewed, updated, and released by the USDA and HHS every 5 years. In today's international news, a middle-aged American construction worker on a self-proclaimed mission to help the American troops armed himself with a dagger, a pistol, a sword, Christian texts, hashish, and a night vision set of goggles and headed towards the lawless tribal areas between Afghanistan and Pakistan to hunt down, single-handedly, Osama bin Laden. Pakistani police detained the man on Monday, according to a police official from the broader district of Chitral in Pakistan, an area widely rumored to hide Mr. bin Laden. The man was transferred to Peshawar, the capital of Pakistan's northwest. He was identified by several variations of the name Gary Brooks Faulkner. Some news reports said he was a construction worker. Many details of the man's mission remain a mystery, including the relevance of an intriguing parallel with his quarry, bad kidneys.
When you've got a serious leak, it's time for Leakender 2000. It fixes any leak fast, no matter what's leaking. Just spray it with Leakender 2000, and in minutes, the leak is sealed. Look, we'll cut this garden hose with a knife, then shut off the water and spray on Leakender 2000. Minutes later, the hose is as good as new. The cut is sealed. Leakender 2000 is a unique compound that fills and seals any crack or separation as it hardens. Why put up with gushing gutters, dripping drains, wet windowsills, and rain-soaked RVs? Leakender 2000 stops all those leaks, and it's yours for only $14.95. Call now and we'll double your order. We'll send you this giant-size can at no extra charge. Order now.
To order, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-936-0300 or send check or money order for $14.95 plus $5.95 shipping to the address on your screen. Call 1-800-936-0300.
In today's tech news, if you're wondering why both Apple and AT&T melted down when taking orders for the iPhone 4, it's because AT&T took 600,000 pre-orders for the new iPhone. According to an Apple press release, it was the largest number of pre-orders Apple has ever taken in a single day and was far higher than they anticipated, resulting in many order and approval system malfunctions. It wasn't helped by AT&T's new ordering system, which, according to a AT&T insider third party working at an AT&T contractor, was updated over the weekend with a new fraud prevention measure and then left untested before iPhone ordering opened. AT&T has issued a statement saying that on launch day, pre-order sales were 10 times higher than the first day of pre-ordering for the iPhone 3GS last year. Now AT&T has temporarily suspended ordering for the iPhone 4, although over at apple.com you can still buy. And no wonder all the iPhone 3G owners who held off buying the 3GS last year are now ready for an upgrade. And AT&T has also decided to let many 3GS owners upgrade early without penalty. You might think that this unholy combination would lead to a surge in demand, and you're dead right. When the iPhone 4 was ready to pre-order, there were 13 million visits to AT&T's site by customers checking their eligibility to upgrade. What does this mean for you, the customer? Delivery dates have slipped again. This time it's July 14th, and if you have already ordered, you may still be in for disappointment. Reports from Gadget Lab readers say that AT&T is emailing customers to cancel iPhone 4 orders, effectively forcing people to reorder and wait an additional 3 weeks for delivery. In today's green news, with off-grid charging for mobile devices set to be a $2.3 billion industry, it's no wonder that practically every company specializing in personal off-grid power is trying to shrink down their products to something purse-sized. Horizon Fuel Cell Technologies is known for their innovation in small-scale power, showing off a desktop-sized fuel cell earlier in the year at the Consumer Electronics Show. But they're one-upping themselves with the latest device that fits in the palm of your hand. The Mini Pack offers hydrogen power in a tiny package. The Mini Pack is a palm-sized universal portable charger and power extender. The Mini Pack works with any gadget requiring 3 watts of power or less, so pretty much any cell phone, gaming device, GPS device, or media player and other handhelds. It comes with 2 refillable cartridges that are compatible with the Hydrofill, which is the desktop-sized fuel cell we mentioned earlier. These HydroStick cartridges utilize a solid-state hydrogen storage unit using a special metal alloy that allows hydrogen to be stored in a solid state as part of the metal alloy matrix inside the cartridge, making it safer than pressurized cartridges. Each HydroStick can store 15 watts of energy, enough for 2 to 3 charges of a 3G smartphone or 4 to 6 charges for an average cell phone. Additionally, Horizon states that the Mini Pack is made of recycled plastics and other green materials. Plus, the cartridges don't contain mercury, cadmium, or lead, so they're more eco-friendly to dispose of when they reach the end of their useful life. At the moment, the device costs $99, but the company thinks it can get this down to about $29 once it ramps up production. Extra fuel cartridges will cost about the same as a disposable alkaline battery. Thank you for tuning in to TBC Today. I'm Brandon Vincent.
And I'm Angelina Soriano.